Hello, James here from Cobra Engineering. We got another quick tip for a Cobra Tech Talk this week. We're just going to crate this engine up, and I'm going to show you some quick tips to make sure your engine gets where it needs to if you ever got to ship one or anything important like this. If it's going in a crate, it's going freight. I got some good pointers for you. Alright, we're going to start with this. This is a cradle from All-Star, about $100 and some bucks on most places. This is made for a modular engine. We're going to bolt the engine, we're going to bag it up, we're going to put some dry mat, oil dry mat down in case it ever leaks any oil, because if they see oil leaking they may flag your shipment. You want it to get there. So we're going to put that in the bag, we're going to wrap this in a bag, and we're going to bolt this cradle to the bottom of the engine. Then we're going to bolt this cradle to the bottom of the pallet. That way it's never going to tip over, and then we're going to brace up the pallet a little bit. And I'll just basically fast forward through a lot of stuff and narrate. We don't want to drag this on too long, it's pretty obvious. Here you can see I'm getting the bag ready. I'm putting the floor dry mat, or the dry mat, down in the bottom of the bag. Bring the bag up from the bottom, because if any oil leaks you want it to run down in the bottom and be caught. There I had to straighten it out, make sure that mat's around the pan and spread out. Yes, that pan was drained, but it's still, some's going to run out of the heads, out of places. You want it to catch it. Here I'm lowering it on the cradle, fiddling around. It's always kind of fun. Get a bolt in the back. There's one that goes in one of the dowels. And right around here, it started to realize that something wasn't working right. I couldn't get anything to line up. Kind of looking around and crawling on the floor. And here I'll show you in the next video clip what I had to do. I had to modify that cradle a little bit to make it fit. Right here you can see on the back of the engine, on the driver's side, I had to trim this angle off here to clear the head. Clearly this was made for a short block only, not with the heads on. So I had to cut that off to clear that, and I had to oblong this hole a little bit. Like at least a bolt here and a bolt here. Now on the sides, you're not going to be able to get the bolts in. But as long as that supports underneath this, that's not going anywhere. Alright, now we're going to saran wrap the base of it. Now that we got everything bolted up and that's done down there, I got some helpers. Hold that tight around the corner here. Alright, I'm just going to really try to get that plastic as tight as I can around there, because you want everything to be tight and not moving around. It gives it more of a chance to rip or tear as it's shipping. Just go around several times. You can see it takes a little bit before it catches itself. This is where it helps to have the helpers. And when I get around enough where I'm comfortable, I'm just going to leave the roll on there. I'm not going to tear it off because I'm going to keep going around once I get it bolted in the pallet. I got this handy cart a friend of mine built. And you can see I got a crate with sides on it. It's a little nicer, but unnecessary in the big picture, as long as you do things right. Here, obviously, I'm just dropping it down into the crate. Try to get it to line up with a couple of the boards on the bottom of the crate, but when I got to the bottom I realized it didn't. So you can see I turned it a little bit trying to figure out a way to line it up. I ended up having to make some different boards in the bottom, but that's alright, just secure it strong. Alright, we got her in the crate. I ended up going this way and I didn't use that. I strapped it down with boards, 2x plywood boards. So I got it all packed here. I got some paperwork in here. I got the oil cooler in the valley all wrapped up nice. I'm going to close the bag up. Just take some tape, regular packing tape. Fold this way. I got one other little trick for you. You get these desk tape foam things. That's just for me though. You guys probably aren't going to be able to find those anywhere. Make sure we don't get any moisture in there at all. Seal it up this way. Come on. And of course, we're not done. We still got a roll down here. Okay, more of the same. Just wrap it up just like we did before. Make sure it's tight. Get around each head, side to side, around the whole thing. It's not that big a deal. You just want it wrapped up good so nothing's moving around. And I just finish off. I come over the top, tear it off, and then I get a tape and I tape that shut too. There we go. Now the other thing I'm worried about is these cam gears. I got some 2x4s I'm going to trim down. I'm going to go across here and give that a little armor across there. Same thing in the back. Probably stiffen up this a little bit. That's the only thing left I'm going to do. Let me see a chair here. Then I'm going to pretty much just get a slip for it, bring it to the dock, throw it on the truck, and get it out west. Thanks for watching. Of course, subscribe and like so you can see more. We got some more tech coming. I think I'll be doing the crank snout next. Hope to see you soon.